Derek, as you've been working out, is the ankle back to 100%? Do you feel like you have the same mobility and everything?
Yeah, that's another thing I want to clear up. My ankle was back to 100% last year at the end of the year. It's just everything around my ankle was not strong enough. My legs weren't strong enough. That's why I continued to pull muscles. So it wasn't the fact that my ankle, something was wrong with my ankle. So I spent a lot of time strengthening everything around it. I feel great. You know, everyone comes to spring training and says, well, I'm in the greatest shape of my life. I mean, but who's to measure that? I mean, I know I worked harder this offseason than I've ever worked before. So I feel good.
Who over here to your left, Derek, second row?
Yeah, Derek, memories and legacies are difficult things. How would you like to be remembered when you're gone from this game?
Well, one, I'm not gone yet, so it's kind of hard to answer that question. You know, you try to play hard. You try to have respect for, you know, your team, your teammates, your opponents, the fans, reporters, everyone that you come in contact in your job. You want to be remembered as someone that played hard. But for me, I've always said it time and time again, the thing that means the most to me is being remembered as a Yankee, because that's what I've always wanted to be, was to be a Yankee. And I have to thank the Steinbrenner family that's here today and our late owner, the boss, because they gave me an opportunity to pretty much live my dream my entire life. And the great thing with being a Yankee is you're always a Yankee. So in that sense, it never ends. So being a Yankee is good enough for me.
Derek, all the way to your left standing, John and George. I don't know who had the mic. John.
Derek, you don't. We've seen a lot of these over the years of all-time greats retire. Mike Schmidt comes to mind, but others as well, who are very emotional. You're not an emotional person, at least not outwardly. Do you feel more emotional inside than a normal day? Because you're not really showing that if you are.
You trying to get me to cry, John? That's the thing. Just spit it out if you're trying to get me to cry. Yeah, I'm emotional, but it's kind of difficult because we still have a season to play. You know, it might be different if it was the end of the year, but right now, yeah, I have feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not emotionally stunted. You know what I'm saying? I know it. You know, there's feelings there, but yeah, I think I've just been pretty good at trying to hide my emotions throughout the years. I try to have the same demeanor each and every day. But it's different. It's not the end of the season yet, so we still got a long year to go.
George.
Derek, can you be the player you were in 2012?
No, I can't. This is it. I don't expect anything from myself this season. Yeah, I mean it's. I expect each and every year to be successful. That's the bottom line. You know, I expect to come out here. I expect to do my job. I expect to compete. I expect to help our team win. If my expectation levels ever changed, then I would have gone home a long time ago.
Oh, clap right here, first row.
Derek, excuse me. Did you give any thought to the option of, you know, going out, having a great season, and seeing maybe it'll be fun again? Maybe, you know,
it will be fun. And
then because it would be fun, maybe play one more year or 2 more years.
Time is now. I mean, I feel like the time is after this season. You know, I'm not – listen, I always have fun playing. Last year was not fun because I didn't play, which forced me to think about how long I want to do this. But it's fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun tomorrow. I'm going to have fun the entire season. That's why you play. You can't play this game unless you're having fun. So – no, it's not wait and see if I have a good year. I plan on having a good year. You know, if I didn't plan on having a good year, I wouldn't come here and play. I will. Yeah, but it's time. It's all about the time. I mean, you can't do this forever. I'd like to, but you can't do it forever. And I feel as though the time is right after this year. There's other things I want to do. You know, I want to have a family. I mean, that's important to me. I have the utmost respect for all these guys that have kids and families, and being away. I have a young nephew, and you miss so many things, and I don't know how you guys do it, really. So I look forward to that. So there's some things that I look forward to doing.
Ian, Harp, and Raquel all in the same spot.
Derek, obviously playing shortstop has been a big part of your identity as a player for many years. How much of that was a part of this decision, making sure that you retired playing that position and not somewhere else?
Well, I mean, this has been my job since I signed 18 years old. I've never thought about playing another position. I've never been asked to play another position. The idea has never come up from anyone in the organization. I know you guys have speculated about that. And ever since we signed Alex years ago, there was speculation that I would switch positions, but that's something that's never been brought up. I take a lot of pride in doing my job, and so in terms of, I didn't think about that when I announced this. I didn't think about having to go to another position. That never crossed my mind.
Harp.
Derek, did the fact that the guys you came up with and were closest to have all kind of left the game, did that play a role in the way you looked at coming to the park and what became more of a job? Was that part of it?
I don't know if that necessarily made it become more of a job. I think that made me start to think about, I wonder how much longer I'm going to do this, how much longer I wanted to do it, especially I think when Jorge left, was it 3 years ago, 2 years? I don't even know how long it was. I was pretty much with him every single day, and then you take someone away that's been pretty much a constant all these years, then you start thinking about it, but then I was always been pretty good at getting it out of my mind once we came to spring training.
Raquel, you're up.
Derek, as you prepare to pass the torch of your achievements to a new generation of incoming drafted players, what message can you relay of the draft of 1992, recognizing that you were passed over by 5 teams?
Well, I would say, my message to all the young guys would be enjoy it. I think it goes by quickly. It's, it seems like yesterday when I was drafted in 92, I was called up in 95 for the first time, and I've seen a lot of players come and go, and you almost blink, and it's 20 years later. So I'd say try to enjoy it as much as you can. Unfortunately, you can't do it forever. You can't play forever. There's only a small portion of your life that you're able to play this game. So, enjoy each and every moment. For me, I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. But it worked for me. But I think it's just enjoy it as much as you can and try to share your experience with everyone that you care about.
Ron.
Derek, when you hear people start to think where you rank among Ruth and Gehrig and DiMaggio and Mantle and Yogi, what goes through your mind?
They're bored. That's what goes through my mind, is that they're bored and they're trying to figure out something to write. It's something that doesn't cross your mind as a player. I don't think about those things. I'm happy that I've had the opportunity to play here, to play for one team my entire career. But, it's all opinions, you know what I mean? And everyone's going to have a different opinion.
We'll take a handful more. One thing I forgot to mention, we updated Derek's bio for all of those who would look to his historical and statistical information. One thing I know that we've shared with all of you, and many in the room know this, I mean, he's played in 2,602 games, and he's participated in only one, where the team was mathematically eliminated. So I know a lot of you guys have written that, and it's worth writing again, I think. Brendan.
You said you're an emotional guy like everybody else, but you've done a good job.
I didn't say like everyone else. Did I? I didn't mean it like that.
No, you didn't say that. But you've done a good job of hiding it and protecting it. How have you done that? And has that been difficult for you? Because a lot of people don't do that.
How have I done it? I don't know. I just try to stay the same every day. I think it's important to try to stay the same every day. Anytime you're playing this game and it's a game of failure, you're going to fail more than you succeed. If you're not able to keep your emotions in check, then I think it's kind of difficult to come to the field every day. I learned that at a young age. I learned that at a young age playing in New York, the expectation level, the criticism. You have to be able to deal with it. You don't have to like it. Look, I don't like it. but you have to be able to deal with it. So I think it's helped that this is the only place I've been, and I've been dealing with it since I've been 20 years old. But that's the best way to answer it. Is just I just think that's the only way to maintain, I guess, to have sustainability in this game is to keep your emotions in check.
Eric, right behind Brendan. Center, Derek, center middle.
Derek, you've always enjoyed your interaction with former Yankees when they've been here as guest instructors in spring training. Could you see yourself being here at some point as a...
Can I see myself? No.
Yeah, could you visualize that?
No.
Would you come here as a guest instructor years down the road? 2 years,
I'm not even
5
thinking.
years?
My job, I'm a player now, so I can't answer that question. You know, my job is to get ready for this season. So can I visualize myself as a guest instructor? No, I can't.
Dave, right next to Eric.
Derek, over here in the middle. A lot of people are going to be coming out to see you this year, obviously, and you're the guy that never wants to be out of the lineup. Is there going to be additional pressure on yourself, depending on how you're feeling and stuff, to make sure that, you know, you make Joe's job hard and say how badly you want to be in the lineup this year?
I've always made Joe's job hard, you know, so I don't think that's anything new. I want to play every day, each and every day. It doesn't make a difference. Last year when I got hurt a couple of times, I wanted to try to play through it. That's just how I'm wired. That's just what I want to do. And this year will be absolutely no different. You know, I get the fact, you know, I think, what was it, 2 years ago? I think I played 159 games, somebody told me. I DH'd a few times, but I was out there every day, and that's the plan this year. It's no different. I'm sure Joe's going to come up and be honest with me and tell me when he thinks, you know, I need a day off. I'll do the same with him, but I like to play each and every day, and it's always been like that.
We'll take one or two more. Andrew and Duke, and then we'll wrap things up.
Derek, in terms of telling the Yankees, why did you wait to you know, they found out, most of them except for Hal, until your Facebook announcement? What was the reasoning for that?
Well, because I wanted to, I tried to get a hold of Hal the night before, but he's a busy man, and he didn't return my call until the next day. But no, look, I let Hal know I have the utmost respect for the Steinbrenner family as a whole. You know, the way they've supported me throughout my years. So I didn't want them to find out through someone else. I wanted them to find out first. I thought if I said something earlier that eventually it would leak out. I just don't think it was a secret that could be kept. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. When I did it and how I did it, I wanted everyone to get the message. When I spoke to Hal, he told me, listen, you should do this the way that you want to do it. If he told me he had ideas that I should do it a different way, then I would have thought about it, because I respect his opinion. But he told me that you should do it how you want to do it. You know, I did that because I wanted everyone to see the entire message. But I appreciate everything that they've done and how they've helped me out throughout my career and up until me making this decision, that they respected me and they wanted me to do it how I wanted to.
Last one, Duke.
Derek, do you have so many people have their favorite Derek Jeter moment? You've had so many great moments. Do you have a favorite? Is there one thing that stands out? The 3,000th hit, a home run, the flip, anything?
Every time we win. And I'm not just saying that. You play. What is the date? I don't even know what the date is today, but, I mean, you play an entire year. You work out an entire year, and the ultimate goal is to win. I mean, that's the bottom line. So when we win, those are the memories that are going to stand out the most for me. Yeah, I've had a lot of times, a lot of things that I've done personally in my career that I've appreciated, that mean a lot. But if you ask me what stands out the most, it's winning.